put this back in here for two reasons. First of all, I was noticing yesterday when I was editing out my video that it appeared to have a little spiral imperfection going across here, like maybe I didn't properly get the polish off as I was doing the polishing thing. And secondly, so in other words, I want to give it one more coat. And secondly, one of the viewers was wondering, did closing this up here seem to make a difference? Well, it made a big difference. At least I think it did. The air was just roaring by here. Now, I do realize that the overall volume is less, but I wasn't worried about volume. I was worried about the suction right here. Well, I've done my third coat here. Yeah, I don't want to get these mixed up. Okay, that's a spacer. And that was a spacer. Okay. Now I'm not seeing those little spiral lines that I was seeing before. So I think I've got it. Another thing I want to do here is I just want to make sure that the end here is going to match up here, and the end here is going to match up here. Now, I never did think to check, were these bushings exactly the same? I think they were. Yeah, they're the same. Okay, so it wouldn't matter, in other words, which end went where. Now, I don't want to scratch this plastic here. Okay, on this end it goes in that far. And on this end it goes in just a little bit more. Okay, so that means that this end here is the largest end. Maybe only 1/1000th of an inch larger. So let's just very carefully close this up here. I think that's about it. Now, measure here, and I don't know if you can see that, but I think it's going to be just about right. And, well, maybe just a little bit proud of where it should be. Well, maybe I'll just round this over just lightly here with a 1000 grit sandpaper or something. Okay, this is 1500 grit. Now all I want to do is just take off that sharp edge. I think that'll be enough. And now the other one. Now I'm noticing that on the inside of the brass tube, on the ends, there's just a little bit of CA solvent there, residue, that I didn't get out. At least I'm assuming it's residue, and hopefully it's not scratches. Try the other end here. Now this end seems to be a little better. Now one of these ends is going to be exposed. In other words, let's assume I put this end and it goes on the end here. It slips on, and to change the refill, you pull the whole thing off. Well, people are going to be able to look down inside the brass tube and see that Ron didn't do a very good job of cleaning out his CA glue. So I'm going to see what I can do here. Maybe I'll just back that off a bit. It doesn't have to be too much here. Okay, you get the idea. We'll take a look at it in a minute. I'm noticing I got a little bit of the solvent on there. I might have to re-wax this. We'll see what happens. Okay, I think it's definitely better. Now the other end, I think it has some scratches on it. Anyway, I'll press the worst end onto the clip because nobody's going to see that one. Now the famous green towel is taking a beating here. I think it's time to try and find something better. What I'm trying to do here is I want to have it so that the clip is going to cover the area that is least interesting. It's kind of hard to tell. It's kind of interesting all over. Now I kind of like it right there, so I don't want to cover that. So maybe I'll press it together right here, like so. Okay, it should stay there. It's rather important that you get this as reasonably square as possible here so that it doesn't try to press together crooked. And sometimes if you've got a clip that's a little bit on the stiff side, it's kind of hard. But I think we'll be okay here. Yeah, I think that's going to be all right. Now, believe it or not, that's the only pressing. Now, sometimes these little protective caps, they come off easy, and sometimes they don't. This looks like one that's going to be a little bit difficult, so I may have to find something a little bit sharp here other than my fingernails. Oh, there we go. Got most of it anyway. Yeah, I think I got it off. Okay. Well, it looks like it retracts all the way in. That's good. Well, I think we're ready to do the test. Then we'll have a nice close look at it. Well, maybe we should stick on the macro lens and just get right in there.